Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another fall look, but I'm going to be wrapping it around the lip color that I want. The first one is Club Hopper, which is more of like a brown, but still has like a reddish undertone. And then the other one is Vintage, but they're two completely different. So this is Club Hopper and this one's Vintage. I'm leaning more towards Club Hopper just because it's darker and that's what I want to go with. Anyways, if you would like to see my makeup look, then please just keep on watching. I'm going to be starting off with my eyes because I want to do a darker eye. I want to do something that I don't normally do. Anyways, the eye primer I'm going to be using today is a Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light. This is the same thing I'll be using for my concealer today. You really just need a dot. This stuff is so amazing. And then just blend it out. To set that, I'm going to be using my Luxie 512 small contouring brush and dipping into my Airspun powder and just setting my eye so it doesn't crease or anything like that, and it'll give us a nice smooth surface to work with. Zoom you guys in a little bit and then we'll see how that goes. I'm going to start off with the dark color. I'm going to do something that I usually don't do. I just want to get out of my comfort zone more. I will be able to let you know what palette I'm dipping into as well as what shades I'm dipping into. You'll be able to see when I'm applying them on my eyes what kind of color they are. If you have these palettes and want to follow along, then great. I'm going to be going in with my Royal Langnickel Balm 40 shader brush, and I'm going to be going in with the shade Central Park. I'm going to start with this on my outer corner, and I want it to be like out here, so that's how I'm going to do it. You can apply it smoothly, you can apply it rough. And then I'm going to be dipping into the shade Chip and going right over that. So you want to put most of it on the outer corner and then go all the way in to your inner corner and just windshield wiper motions back and forth so that way in your crease is also blended out. My Morphe M433 brush that has nothing on it, and just go in and blend. Again, a key thing to a good eyeshadow is blending. Before I even put any other eyeshadow on top, I just want to go in and blend it all out so there's not harsh shadows when I go in and blend it. When you have no foundation on like this, you're able to pretty much apply the shadow any way you would want. And now I'm going to go in to the shade, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Smoky palette and go into the shade Whiskey. It is like a lighter brown. And this will go right in my crease as well as above the crease. It's a lighter brown than what I was using. You want to be careful with the way that you hold your brush, because if you hold it this way and apply, it's going to get all up here, but if you hold it this way, it's going to go everywhere you want it to go and not in the places that you don't want it to go. So again, with my Morphe brush that has nothing on it, just go into the shadow, the crease, and blend all that out. And then again, I will be taking the shade Buns from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette and putting that in my crease as well and blending up just a little bit. Again, you want to do this gradually so that way it looks super blended. I am now going to mix the shade Pukey and Creamsicle from the Jaclyn Hill palette and put that in my crease, kind of at the top. They're both a little orangey, but I like that in my crease and at the top of my crease. Now I'm going to go back in with the shade Chip, and I'm going to mix it with the shade Mocha because I don't want it to be super dark, but I don't want it to be light like Mocha. So I want it to be perfectly in the middle. And I'm going to go in my outer corner and blend that in there all the way to my inner corner. Get more as needed. Again, take that Morphe brush that has nothing on it and blend everything out. So I'm going to go in with this flat BH Cosmetics brush. BH Cosmetics brush, they don't have names on them, but just a flat brush like that. And I'm going to be dipping into the shade 24/7 and putting that literally right in the middle of my lid. I'm going to try applying these without applying any setting spray and see how it goes. You want to focus. You can see where the spots are that have no shadow, and that's where you want to focus it. And then you can go in after and just blend it out. So you literally just want to cover that spot. And then I'll be going in with the shade Meeks. It's a lighter, it's like a golden. And pop that right in the middle. Go in with that Morphe brush that had nothing on it and blend out the edges. I'm going to try it with my finger, the shade Meeks, and put it again right there. And so that's not enough for me, so I'm going to go in with the shade Queen and try that out, because I want it to be like popping. Go in with my Real Techniques shader brush and go in with the shade Central Park and just go on the outer corner as well as the inner corner to make sure that that glitter is only on the middle of the eye lid. For now, I'm using the Neutrogena Makeup Removing Cleansing Towelettes and removing my makeup, setting the line. So you will see, I'll wrap my finger around it, wrap it around my finger, and just go from, you want to keep in mind that you're going to do your lower lash line kind of smoked out, so you want to skip, you want to go below where your waterline is and just go right back from there. And clean it up. Alrighty, so I went in and just put a first layer of mascara on. But before I move on to the face, I do want to go in and apply the black shadow. Just want to smoke it out a little bit. I won't be doing my under eyes until I finish my makeup. This black looks a little weird, but we're going to try it. So I'm going to be taking the shade Abyss and my Morphe M432 brush. Abyss is a black color, so if you can find a black color in your collection, if you don't happen to have the Smoky palette or the Jaclyn Hill palette, then go ahead and do so. Use that one by all means. Use any color you want. Follow the technique. I'm going to take this flat brush and I'm going to line my outer corner as well as that line with black and then go in and blend it out. Another disclaimer, you might want to go ahead and do this before you apply your mascara because it kind of eliminates my purpose. I did the mascara first so I could get a better curl, but when you're playing up there, your brush is going to touch your mascara and all of that. So you can do it after mascara if you really want to, but I would suggest doing it before. So using black shadow as liner as well as liquid liner for liner can be very tricky, and I do it very often, but when I do it, I like to do it like this so that way I can kind of get them even a little bit. Let's go ahead and get started with the face, and I will zoom you out a tad bit. So for today's look, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Sweet Peach Primer and Foundation. I did do a review on this. If you would like to see the review, then go ahead and check the description box down below, and I will link that video because you'll find out my thoughts there. But obviously, you know I like it if I'm using it right. Alright, so I'm going to be using the Too Faced Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer in my problem areas, so that would be on my cheeks, pretty much in my T-zone. I'm going to spray my face really quickly with this Urban Decay B6 Vitamin Infused Complexion Prep Priming Spray, and I'm going to shake it up and just spray it far away. Couple sprays. Don't really want to mess up the shadow because it looks good. At least I think so. For foundation today, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. I am in the shade Natural Beige, the same shade that I am in my Too Faced Born This Way, which I have not used in a long while. And just pounce that in. You never want to forget your ears, as well as your jawline, because you want it all to match. When you do your eyeshadow beforehand, you want to be careful with this, which is great. The Beauty Blender is great for this, especially with the concealer, because you can get right up in there. And for concealer today, did you guess it? Did you guess it? Tarte Shape Tape. Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light. Just add a few dots here. And you want to, it doesn't matter where you place the foundation, it matters where you blend it out. So if you have extra in these spots, you can blend it out. Now I'm gonna focus on one eye and then tell you guys how to do it there. So you want to take, I put a little bit of extra product in that first dot. You want to take that and blend it out where it is, as well as bring it up to the inner corner and to the side of the nose a little bit. So that could be like your natural contouring, and then bring it down like here, and then bring it across. Having the eyeshadow there, you want to bring the tip of the Beauty Blender right up to there. It's okay if some of the concealer gets on there, because you're going to go ahead and do the lower lash line anyways. But you just want to make sure that the way you blend it out is an upside down triangle, so that way it'll draw out any dark circles or anything like that that you have, rather than kind of just let it sit there and kind of make it worse by just going in a circular motion. So when you're going up and down and side to side, you're making sure that everything is flawlessly blended out, as well as it's not settling in your lines if you have any, and your dark circles are being dragged out like mentioned. You just want to make sure that that is completely blended. For powder today, I'm going to be using the Coty Airspun. This does have a strong scent, but it's not bad. I don't mind it. Some people can't stand it, but it's okay. And just set my eye. I don't bake under my eyes, because I feel like it makes my eyes more creased. It makes my eyes dry looking. I just don't like it. Some people prefer it though. And I put as little product as possible that will allow me to set my concealer without it creasing. And I do start applying powder down here, like right in the corner of my nose kind of, and below where my dark circles would be, because I don't want all that powder there. The Kat Von D Lock-It powder and my brush, my Morphe E34 brush, and just setting my entire face. You want to pat it, because even though I don't have much on my face, you don't want your stuff to move around. So like I was saying, I'm going to go with Kat Von D 2 shades Shadow Play and Hibiscus with my crown brush. So I'm going to go, you can make the kissy face, or you can do like I do, and just go from the top of your ears to like right here. So lining up with the corner of your eye or eyebrow. And just go ahead and, I start with a line motion, and then I'll go ahead and circle it in. I'm going to be going with my Marc Jacobs Omega Bronzer in the shade Tantastic. My Morphe M523 brush, and just bronzing the skin, going over my contour. I love to bronze up the skin. I love me some tan. And then I'm going to go in with the Becca and Chrissy collab for their palette. And I'm going to go in with their bronzer. It's the Malibu Soleil bronzer. And just go a little bit over what I did, just to kind of even it out a bit. Because this is a lighter bronzer. It's more of like a, it's got a tiny bit of a shimmer in it. And then to blend that out, I'm going to go in with my Eco Tools blending and bronzing brush and just blend it all together. You don't want any harsh lines, so you don't want people to look at you like, dang girl. Anyways, for blush, I'm going to use the brush M4, and I'm going to be going in with the Rose Hibiscus Bloom brush, this one right here, but then I'm also going to be using another brush to settle that out. So the way that I do my blush is I go from pretty much where my apples and my cheeks are would be right here, but I don't smile and do it, and then I just go kind of right on top of my contour. I'm going to be looking in my mirror. And just go ahead and do that. It is a Makeup Geek blush in the shade Puppy Love. It is a nice big one right here. I'm going to be going in with that shade and going right over, I thought there was a mirror, right over the color that I just did. Highlighter today, I'm going to be using the Chrissy and Becca Collab and use their highlighters. The brush, I'm going to be using the Morphe M501 brush, and I'm going to be mixing both of these highlighters. I'm going to assume this one is rose gold, but I'm not sure because the sticker on the back is backwards, so I'm going to be using the highlighter Beach Nectar and rose gold, and I'm going to mix those two together. With those two highlighters down, I'm going to be going in with the Manny and Jeffree Star Collab highlighter in the shade Eclipse. So I'm going to be applying that to my tops of my cheekbones as well. Okay, and so now I'm going to be going under my brow with that same Jeffree Star and Manny Collab highlighter right under my brows. And because it's so great, I'm going to pop a tiny bit on my lid, if it'll even show up. So with my Morphe M321 brush, I'm going to be going in with the same shades that I went in with on my lid. I'm going to be going in with the shade Central Park and putting that right under my lower lash line. And now with this, you want it to go back into right here, this area where the eyeshadow is at the top of your eye. You don't want it to go too low, but you don't want it to go not low enough. You want to do that. You want to leave the middle of your lid kind of blank, but don't go too dark in the inner corner. And I'm taking a brush so that way I can just blend that out. And then I'm going to be taking on this Morphe M433 brush, I'm going to be taking the shade Silk Cream and just going right over that so that way it's not just that line. I'm going to take that same brush that I just used for under my lash line as well as my inner corner, and I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star highlighter instead of the other stuff that I was using. And I'm going to be going in right in the middle of my eye. So down here. And then take that flat brush from Morphe as well, or whatever flat brush you have, the M432, and go in with the black. And just tight line your waterline just on the outer corner. For eyeliner today, just to open up my eyes a little bit more than what they are because it's already dark, I'm going to be using the Kiko Milano 01 crayon. It's just a cream, a nude color. And then I will go ahead and finish up my mascara off camera. And for finishing touches, I'm going to go in with my Glam Glow Glow Setter Makeup Setting Spray. So anyways, here we go. This is my first time using it, so I'm a little nervous. Ooh. Smells good. Fan that out. Okay guys, so this is my completed look. I really like it. I really do like this look. This is my second fall look of the year 2017. I hope that you guys enjoyed this look. I apologize if the video was super long. I wasn't trying for it to be, but I know that it's been a while since I did a completed face look. And so I hope that you guys enjoyed as much as I did creating this look. It would really mean a lot to me if you guys went and followed my Facebook page as well. Well, followed and liked my Facebook page. If you have a Facebook already, just type in your search bar KassBeauty, the same as my YouTube channel. If you can't find it there, it is www.facebook.com/KassBeauty, but with 3 S's, so KassS Beauty. and just give it a like and check out my things there. It is fairly new, so there's not so much. I kind of just keep you updated on when I'm uploading, on some positive quotes and things like that. Anyways, I appreciate you guys visiting my channel. If you liked the content as well as this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you guys watching my things and being my supporters. Makeup is a very, very big thing in my life. Again, thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it, and I will see you in my next video.